Today, I'm attempting to trade for Joe Burrow in every Madden he's ever been in. We'll be starting from his very first Madden and working our way up to the current Madden. To make things even more challenging, I'll be using the worst team in each Madden to try and acquire Joe Burrow. And once we do that, I'll sim an entire season to see if he can win a Super Bowl at any point in this video. All right, we'll be starting with Madden 20 because that was the year that Joe Burrow got drafted first overall. And the worst overall team this year was the Arizona Cardinals. And Joey B is sitting at a 76 overall hidden dev. Now it's gonna make things challenging because I don't have the best team here. I mean, if I just trade for Kyler Murray, like Kyler Murray and Joe Burrow straight up, honestly, it's not that bad. Now I want to retain like D-Hop and all my good players because I want to try and win a Super Bowl with him. So let me start off with some first rounders as well. And it's, oh my God, it's actually there. Wait, we can 100% do this. Let me give them another first rounder and it's right there. Okay, do they maybe want a player instead? I mean, I'll maybe give them Buda Baker. And they're not going to accept it. I don't want to give away D-Hop, but I feel like I'm going to have to at this point. We'll try Chandler Jones, and they're going to accept it just like that. Joe Burrow is your newest Arizona Cardinal, and his offense isn't terrible. I mean, he's got D-Hop, and he's got Larry Fitz, and even Christian Kirk. We're going to sim the playoffs where hopefully Joey B can lead the Cardinals to the playoffs. We go 5-11, finishing last in the NFC West. Good Lord. Joe Burrow actually had a really good rookie season. He literally led the league in passing yards as a rookie and was 4th in passing touchdowns. He even had prime D-Hop with 1,200 yards and 12 tutties. Now, he didn't win a Super Bowl, but he did win Offensive Rookie of the Year. So, low-key, I will take that as a W. And now leads us into Madden 22, where the lowest overall team in this game is actually the Detroit Lions. And it actually might be easier to trade for Joe Burrow in this Madden because he's only a 78 star dev in his second season. Whereas last year, he was the #1 overall pick entering the season. So I feel like it would have been way harder to trade for him then as opposed to now. And honestly, I'm just going to start off with we have multiple first round picks because of the Matthew Stafford trade. And okay, that was easy. All right. Now, our only issue is that Joe Burrow is on the worst team in the league. Like, this team is genuinely awful. So since I have some leftover picks, I think I'm going to try and trade for a receiver because it's definitely one of our team needs. It's our very top one. I have 3 first rounders. I want to go get him a receiver. What about Stephon Diggs? I feel like this should be an easy get. And there we go. A first, second, and third for a 97 overall Stephon Diggs. And I still have 3 leftover picks, and I'm going to go get a halfback. Let's try and get CMC. Let's try and get CMC. Easy money. All right, well, now our offense is looking great. I feel like this team should make the playoffs at this point. Like, we just traded for 3 elite talents. 11-6, we do make the playoffs. Joey B throws for 4,500 yards again with 38 touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey went crazy. Stephon Diggs went crazy. TJ Hawkinson went crazy. Joe Burrow with phenomenal stats, leading the offense to becoming the 2nd best in the league. Now, let's see if we can go on a postseason run here, Joe. 14-13, 21-20, 28-20. We're scoring a lot of points here. 35-20. I think that's going to be all she wrote. Oh my God, no, it's 35-35 now. 42-35, 42-38, 49-38. That's going to be all she wrote. Absolutely zero defense being played in this game. Now it's the Tampa Bay Bucks. They still have Tom Brady as their quarterback. So can Joe Burrow slay the GOAT? Can he beat Tom Brady and become a future GOAT? 14-14, 21-14. Okay, we're starting to lose. Just kidding. Joey B's him. Okay, no, we actually lose this time. Oh my God, no, we don't. Joe Burrow is insane. And if we win this game, we make it to the Super Bowl. All right, we're up 3-0, down 7-3. Oh my God, Joe Burrow, insane. He's insane. Just like that. Just like that, we scored 20 points. It's actually absurd. And of course, it had to be the Chiefs that Joe Burrow has to beat to become a Super Bowl champion. Joe Burrow, one more win until you're a Super Bowl champion. You lost this exact Super Bowl in real life. So can you right your wrongs? 21-20. Come on, Joe. 24-20. No, Joe. Yes, Joe. Oh my God, he's insane. Joe wins a Super Bowl in his 2nd season. And that now catapults us to Madden 23. And the lowest overall team in this game is the New York Giants at a 74. And this is where things are going to get challenging because Joe Burrow is a 90 overall superstar X Factor now. Things might get difficult from here on out. I mean, we'll just try with the 5th overall pick and see what happens. I mean, it's actually not horribly bad. If I throw in the 2nd rounder too, let's see. Okay, we make progress. progress. Let me try next year's first rounder and see. Okay, we're getting better. I can only do 2 first rounders though. I need to get a third one and we should be able to get this done. Okay, I see the Falcons want Daniel Jones. What if I get a first rounder for Daniel Jones? How bad is... Okay, no, that's actually not even close. What about a second rounder for Daniel Jones? Okay, it's actually better. Let me give them a 4th rounder and they're gonna accept it. Okay, beautiful. Okay, what if I take these 2 seconds and I just get a first rounder? All right, 2 sec. Okay, I didn't even mean to give up that 3rd rounder, but okay, we get a first rounder from the Chiefs. And now we have 3 first rounders. Joe Burrow, this should be enough, brother. This should be enough for you. Wait, I did not mean... Wait, what? Wait, where's my first rounder at? Oh my God, I just get scammed? Where's my first rounder? Where's my first rounder at? I just got finessed. I actually just got finessed. I actually just got finessed. Okay, what about Leonard Williams? Will you take... Dude, I actually just got finessed. I mean, do I have to get them Saquon Barkley, bro? Bro, what happened to my first rounder? Boys, if you haven't heard already, I'm trying to surpass the Saints official YouTube channel in subscribers. So if you could, please subscribe. We're a long ways away, but if you subscribe, it'll help us out a ton. And if just subscribe if you enjoy the videos. I'm gonna have to trade Saquon. I'm gonna have to trade Saquon, dude. Like, this team's gonna be god awful, but I gotta do it to get Joe Burrow. Oh, now my first rounder's back. Okay, it just randomly spawned in again, didn't it? After I traded Saquon. Okay, well, we get Joe Burrow, the 5th pick, 8th pick, and 30th pick for a 90 overall Joe Burrow. He literally has nobody on his team. I mean, look at how bad this team is, dude. It's literally just Joe Burrow. Yeah, I really don't see a scenario where we actually make the playoffs and win a Super Bowl in this Madden. Yeah, we go 7-10. Joe Burrow was top 3 in the passing yards with 5,241 touchdowns. And this offense was somehow top 10 because of him. That's actually hilarious. All right, we have 2 Maddens left, one of them being Madden 24. And the Cardinals are yet again the lowest overall in this Madden. We kind of already played as them, so I want to choose the 2nd worst team, which that would be the Los Angeles Rams. Really? I don't understand how this was the lowest overall team in the game, but okay. I mean, the defense is pretty bad. I can't lie. Yeah, honestly, I kind of see it. I see it now. But this will be our toughest task yet because Joe Burrow is a 95 overall superstar dev. So we did dev down at least. So maybe that'll help us. But at the end of the day, bro, he's a 95 overall. Now, I want to try and keep Cooper Kupp and Aaron Donald. That's like, that's my plan. So we're just going to start it off with Matthew Stafford. And obviously, it's not even close. And this is the first year where they have 6 draft slots. So that is going to help us out tremendously. So if I just throw in all of my draft picks, let's see what this looks like. I'll get rid of Stafford and just see what this looks like, and it's honestly not bad. And Puka is a 69 overall superstar dev. What if I throw him in the mix too? Okay, no, they did not want him. I'm not gonna lie, I might have to throw in Aaron and Donald, but I don't really want to. I'm gonna try and package some of my 2nd rounders for a future first from somebody. Okay, like what if I take the Bengals 1st round pick this year? Okay, they're gonna accept it. I'm gonna do this one more time, but with, actually I could probably do it 2 more times. Let's try with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And no, but I could maybe do next year's first. And it's so much closer. Okay, honestly, I'm gonna throw them 2 3rd rounders for their troubles, and I should be able to get their 1st rounder, and I do. And now I'm gonna return to Cincinnati and offer them what? I have like 5 1st rounders. 5 1st round picks for Joe Burrow. I mean, this just has to work, right? For Joe Burrow, 5 1st rounders isn't enough. Honestly, I might just have to throw in Aaron Donald. You might just have to be the sacrificial lamb here. But 3 1st rounders is still a lot, and I'm gonna have to do 4, aren't I? 4 1st round picks and Aaron Donald for a 95 overall Joe Burrow. That is actually insane. I mean, this offense isn't bad at all. That's why I traded Aaron Donald instead of Cooper Kupp, because I wanted Joe Burrow to have a weapon at least. His only problem is, well, it's the biggest Joe Burrow problem ever. His defense just sucks, and it is just full of absolute trash cans. But I think this offense should be good enough to still make the playoffs, even with having 0 help on defense. Yep, nope, we go 5-12 still. Joey B threw for 4,000 yards and had a 28-2 touchdown interception ratio. That is actually absurd. But either way, we have now made it to Madden 25. And the Titans obviously finished with the 1st overall pick this year, so we will be using them because they are the worst team. And Joe Burrow is a 96 overall in Madden 25. So this might be our toughest test yet. Okay, we're projected to have the 7th overall pick, and it's just not even close. I'm going to offer all of my picks and just see what happens. I don't really think it's going to come close, and it's actually closer than I thought. What if I throw in Cam Ward? The 1st overall pick, Cam Ward. Okay, no, they're not budging. I'm going to have to trade all of my players for draft picks, I think. think. Let's see. Jeffrey Simmons. Oh, I could 100% get some good stuff from him. I'm going to try and get some first rounders from the Jets. Projected to pick top 10 this year. So let me try and get 2 first rounders for Jeffrey Simmons. And it's actually there. I'm going to have to pitch in my own second rounder, which I am content with. Jeffrey Simmons, thank you for the 2 first rounders. And I want to try and trade Cam Ward while I'm here because, I mean, we don't need him anymore. I'll trade him to the Vikings, I guess, because they're interested. We'll get a second round pick back from him. Now we can try and trade all of my first rounders and see how this goes. 5 first rounders for a 96 overall Joe Burrow, and it's still like 75%. I might have to trade for another quarterback and just try and trade for Joe Burrow. I don't know. I'm going to trade this second rounder in a 4th and try and get a future first from somebody. We'll try and get it from the Bengals. We'll try and get the Bengals first round pick to where they have to just accept. They just have to accept this trade. 2 seconds and a 3rd, and we're going to get their first round pick. Okay. We now have 6 first rounders, and it's still not going to get accepted. I might have to pivot here and trade for a quarterback to add into the deal. Who's a young quarterback that I could get? Maybe Jaden Daniels? 3 firsts for Jaden Daniels. It's actually lower than Joe Burrow. Hey, what about Jalen Hurts? 3 firsts for Jalen Hurts, and it's actually there. Let me maybe add in some players, I guess. I don't really know. It's right there. I'm going to add in a 3rd rounder, and I feel like we should get Jalen Hurts. We should get Jalen Hurts. Okay, beautiful. So I'm now offering 3 first rounders, a 2nd rounder, a 4th rounder, and Jalen Hurts for 96 overall Joe Burrow. I mean, if they don't accept this, they're never going to accept it. Thank you, Jalen Hurts, and 3 first rounders and a 2nd rounder for Joe Burrow. We barely had to give up any players, actually, which is kind of surprising. I mean, not like anybody would want any players from the Titans, to be honest. 96 overall Joe Burrow on the Tennessee Titans. Please tell me, Joe. Please tell me you can make the playoffs with this team. Oh my God, we actually do. We go 10-7. Joe Burrow led the league in passing yards, and Tyler Lockett was 2nd in receiving yards. Our first of hopefully many playoff games this postseason. We're up 10-0. Great start, Joe. 10-7. Come on, Burrow. They just don't have enough. Anthony Richardson cannot keep up with you. There's just no way. There's just no way. And of course, we're going to have to play the Chiefs. Can Joe Burrow somehow do it? Can he somehow march into Arrowhead with the worst team in the league and knock off the Kansas City Chiefs? It's looking scary. 21-19. Yeah, no, it's over. You had a good run, Mr. Burrow. You did not win a Super Bowl in Madden 25, but we do trade for him in every Madden. If you boys want to see me do this with another player, let me know. But in the meantime, check this video out right here. I'll see you boys over there. Let me know that I sent you from this video.